Hello everyone, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, a bit of sad news. I won't continue talking about it, but one of my neighbours who we've been neighbours with for 12 years, she was an elderly woman, as are most where I live, passed away literally half an hour before I was streaming. So bless her, rest in peace Edna. And only yesterday we were having a big conversation and she gave me a card. So it's a bit of a kick in the teeth. But yeah, look, she only gave me this yesterday, bless her. Edna at number 7. We were chatting for a while, we were chatting for ages. Yeah, sad. We've been good neighbours for a while. We've had our little ups and downs, but as you do. But good afternoon everyone. I've got some things to show you that I've done, that I've followed Shannon, our lovely Chop and Haze. And if I've got a slow chat, bear with me, my chat is practically stuck, so I won't be able, I don't think I'll be able to see chat much. Hold on, hope I can. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit of a, me and Andrew have been sort of, I've been on the phone to my other neighbour who was best friends with her, so just making sure she was okay. That's okay. Hello everyone. I'm going to try and see if I can see your names. My chat's stuck. Okay, that's a good start. Hi Yazili. Hi Lozzie. Hi Shannon. Hi you Rebel. Sherry. Kat. Kenny. Pamela. Pat. Suze. Mary. Debbie. Tonya. Oh gosh, lots of you. Hello. Right. Hello everyone. I'm a bit thrown off, so bear with me. You're going to laugh at me. I am doing something that I have dreaded for the longest time. Don't expect miracles. Do not expect miracles. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Katrina. Eskies. Oh, so many of you have missed. Laura. If Terry Lynn's here, Terry Lynn's like, is this a Patreon stream? And no, I don't have Patreon. I don't have Patreon, so no, you should be fine. Hi, you boots. So we're going to be doing this today. Oh my god. It's like, oh my goodness me. And this is what they look like. I've never used them. I've taken the packaging off of them, but I've never actually used them ever. I've had them in my collection for years now, and I don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to try them out on one of the mariolas that I bought last year. But before I do that, let me just do a little show and tell section. And the links for everything is in the description, by the way. I can't even, do you know what? Just leave them out. Leave them out. Okay, so, Shannon. Shannon, are you here? Okay, Shannon showed this on how to do these in one of her Craftmas videos. Now, I did these for my dad's a chocolate lover. And it's a little treat basket. And mine isn't as fancy. Mary did them as well. They're not as fancy, but I'm quite happy with how I did them. So that is the one with the treats. That's what they look like with treats. So I've done the bigger ones that were done with 8, is it 8x11? 8 by 11? I can't even remember the measurements now. And these are the smaller ones. And I'm going to try and look for some sugar-free treats. So they're the smaller ones. I cannot see the chat at the moment. I am so sorry. YouTube's playing up. Let me turn the saturation down. I think it's highly saturated. Hold on. I'm going to have to be blind for a minute. I think unless I shut my chat and come back in. Let me try that. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Okay. So that's that one I'm going to stick aside. Then I'm going to do the envelopes first. Okay. Then I did they're called policy envelopes, I think. Now, these are the Craftmas videos. So I've put the link to the channel. So Shannon's channel is down below. You have to give credit where credit's due. I would never have known on how to do these. So this is a policy envelope. This is a big one. And you can stick your stuff in there like a gift. And there's some sticky tape that you can rip off and stick down. And then I did 2 of these smaller ones. I think these are the 8 by 8, not the 6 by 6 or something like that. anyway, did those ones as well, which are really pretty. And if your chat's stuck as well, YouTube's having a wobbly this weekend, it will all of a sudden just fly. But my chat is completely frozen, so I'm so sorry if I'm being so bad in that. Not my fault, promise you. And then these are envelope and, there you go. These are envelope and cards, and I thought these would be good for either giving away or Happy Mails. So this one is the card and envelope that's got this pattern. And I'll stick like a white piece of card to write on in there. And that's the envelope. Then I did, oops, I did that the wrong way. Okay, then I did this vintage sort of typewriter. I think that's a sewing machine, and it's not one of the vintage ones. And the inside's got this lovely like old vintage feel. And again, a card inside that's like that. So you can find these all on the channel, on Shannon's channel. And then you've got, this one's got the inside like that. We've got the damask pattern and this one. So they're pretty cool. I'm so happy with them. I love them. Then we have the bird cage inside with the butterflies on the outside, and again the card. I'm so sorry, my chat's frozen completely. Let me just try that again. No, completely stuck. I'm gonna have to do this blind for a bit and hope that it comes back. So that's the card. Then we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to stick some of that down again. Yeah, that's okay. So this is this one, and that's the outside, and again the card, and that's the inside. It's like a splatter pink. I genuinely cannot see the chat. I'm so sorry everyone. I'll let you know if it comes flooding back. Then we've got this pattern, and the inside is like a purple pinky galaxy. And that's the inside of that. I think that's so nice. You can write in that just as it is, I think. And then this one is a galaxy, which is lovely. And the inside's just like a blue. And then that is that one. And I learnt these all from Shannon completely. So if you want to learn how to do them, pop on over. They're so self-explanatory. They were so easy. I loved them. So the link is in the description. Now, quickly, I was sent this image actually as a surprise. Didn't know it was in my inbox, and she was like, here you go. So this picture is by an artist shop. Oh, was it? Oh, nice. Hi, Lou. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, oh, it's coming through now. Oh, chat just flew. Maybe it's coming back. Hey, Anna. Hi, Kirsty. Hi, Daniela. Anyone I missed? I'm so sorry, my chat was frozen. Right, these are from a shop. If your thing is playing up, copy. Okay. If your chat's playing up, that is purely the reason. It's YouTube. This is from this shop. It's also in the description. Okay, and that is this adorable little deer. Now, I've also got the Noweigan Colorist Advent Calendar. Whoopsie. Which is also in the description. I know, I'm so sorry. I can't control what YouTube does though. I wish I could. Okay, so Noweigan Colorist, which is one of our friends of the channel, has also got an advent calendar, guys, and I've put the link in the description as well. And this is what this looks like. Let me bring you down. So there is, they're quite nice and large. So if you want the larger ones, and this is the second. So again, in the description. They're super adorable. Then this one. That's okay. If anyone wants to lurk, that is fine because the chat's playing up. I'll still carry on. Hello, Joanna. I'll still carry on and in hope that it will come back. Helly, hello, my love. Oh, you're doing it now, Mary. How lovely. So that is the Norwegian one, and that is the, they're both in the description, and this one is, get the names right. This one is Lendel Art. So both of them are in the description below. Right, are you ready to see me? Absolutely. Chicken out. No, I'm not going to chicken out. I've chickened out for years, and now's the time. It's down to the crunch. So I thought the easiest thing to start with, which would be, I say that, would be, hiya Mandy, would be this one. Now, the reason why is because if I mess it up, it doesn't matter. It's just a snowman. A snowman can be white, grey, or whatever it turns out to be. So this would be quite handy to do with some, I can smush it. I'm going to get the Zest-It blender. So I can start smushing down with either some light grey, we've got some light blues, and we've got some whites, and we've got some like creamy colour or whatever that might be, or even like the light, ooh, or even that one, pale brown. I'm not quite sure. We'll have a go. So I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to try them. I have never tried them. I don't know what I'm doing with them. I know I need some Q-tips, but this is going to be so, I dread this. Not in a bad way. Oh, by the way, it's not going to be a long stream today. I'm going to have a go at these for the first time. And we will give this a go. I have never, ever, ever, ever even attempted them. And these have been in the collection for years now. I've dreaded them. I didn't buy them when I initially started out. Then I bought them and they've still been sitting there for years. So yeah, we shall see. I'm going to put you on the music screen for just a minute while I go and grab the Zest-It and the Q-tips. So I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So what I've grabbed, like I know what I'm doing, please do not follow me on this. I have grabbed the Zest-It pencil blend, some paper stamps, they're just the Spectrum Noir ones, some good old Johnson's Q-tip cotton buds. We call them cotton buds in the UK, but they're Q-tips for you. And then this is just a bit of like foam. You can turn it around, and what I generally do with that is I wet it a little bit with the Zest-It and I dab my stuff in and smush. I think I smush. Now, any tips for me, fire them at me now. Do I smush? Hey Ria. I'm not even sure. Mandy, you've got more faith in me than I have in my little finger at the moment. I don't know how this is going to come out. Yeah, we've got a really bad. You can use paintbrushes too. Oh, so one of my cheapy ones. What, with some Zest-It? So what if I used, hold on. So like one of these cheapy ones that I could use. Can I use that? Is it got to be wet or dry? Oh, is it gone now? Hold on. Is it gone? what on earth is happening with YouTube today. A mic connection issue, right. It's a new one. Okay, we'll have to just rock and roll. Okay, so because I'm going to stream probably for the hour until 6 p.m. my time, so it'll be an hour and a little bit this stream, so an hour and 20 minutes. I think that's enough time to have a little play. Right, so I have never tried these in my life. So, with the zest it, lovely. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a pale blue and I'm going to give it a go. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Never tried these, never tried them. So I'm literally going to apply it like a crown, is that right? I thought about doing crowns as well today, but I don't think I'm going to have the time, nor am I particularly, you know, in that frame of mind to try lots and lots of stuff today. So I'm going to put this on and smush, is that right? As I said, if you're joining me today, this isn't my usual type of stream. I'm having a go with something that I've never done before. Oh. It's one of those where I feel like biting my fingernails. I used to bite my fingernails. Anyone else used to bite their fingernails when they were small? I did it up to my teens, and then I stopped, probably early 20s, and I stopped. I did stop because I was getting so fed up of looking at my stumps. I've always loved like nail varnish and stuff, and I thought I can never do that with stumps. So I've grown them since, and they've never grown like particularly long. But I was a notorious nail biter, and I really hated it. And my mum used to tell me off about it as well, bless her. Oh, by the way, mum is watching. She just cannot chat, so she sends hellos and loves to everyone. She did tell me to say that. Okay, so I'm just going. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Hello, Melody, honey. That's okay. Lurk away. Rub the end of the oil pastels and apply. Okay, you do that as well, so that's another option. Oh my god. Right, we're going to do the face before we head to the body. So we're going to be here on Tuesday doing the usual Tinsel Tuesdays, which is going to be our second part of our Mac Jingles Squishy Cheeks Santa from Colouring Chicks. I really enjoyed my first string with him. He was fun. Okay, so that's going to be the pale blue for the minute. Okay. So what I do with a zest it, I can show you this bit. I know what I'm doing with this. I literally put that on and I let it soak up a bit. So not too much, just a bit, so you've got a wet feel when, look, it's just wet. And all that does, instead of like keep dipping your... I love that smell. It smells of oranges. Instead of keep dip, you can just push, and it wets the end of your stump. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've been told I can use pencils after on this, but as I said, welcome to the first round of me trying something I've dreaded for years. And yeah, where do I push down? I don't even know where I put that. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to leave my finger there so I know. Okay, so I'm smushing a little bit and I'm blending outwards. Now, I've never used this before, so this is completely new to me. And we'll see how I get on. What I might have to do as well is blend out a bit. I'm going to try that side with a Q-tip cotton bud. So this is my first time, guys. Are you cutting me some slack? Yeah, Gamsol, same thing. It's just this one's, we can't get Gamsol in the UK. That one's not blending out. Maybe, let me try, this is just a dry one. Let me see if a smush is better without any liquid. Oh, I like the smushing. Okay, I'm enjoying smushing a bit more. I'm going to push that aside for a minute. And I'm just going to smush. So I'm literally putting that into the page and smushing. And you don't particularly need any zest it. Do they layer up? Oh, there's no tooth to this. It's okay. I don't like that noise. That's the only thing. So we're just going to smush a bit. This is without any liquids or anything like that. Okay, lurk away. You know I don't mind lurking. I'm just having a go with some of these because I've never used them before. Okay, so you said whoever said you can smush on the top of the oil pastel, is that right? And smush it down. Ooh, okay, I can do that as well. So that's good information, thank you. Well, how have you all been, by the way? I was good, I was alright. I'm just trying to adjust to Mr. Andrew's routine now. It's not easy. So he's had the first week where he's been training at the actual place he's going to be stationed, and that's been, you know, an adjustment. And yeah, just been trying to do that. I've got to catch up with Advent, been doing some paper crafts. Oh, I've put all my mince pie stuff there as well. That's okay, that's okay. Lurk away, honey hun. Yeah, I love that song, Joanna. Okay, so I'm literally smushing down, right? Oh, we're going to use some grey. Am I doing you oil pastel people proud? So I am going to put details in with some pencils, but I'm going to try and do as much as I can with this and see how far I get. So this hasn't got to be perfect. I'm just having a go. Hiya, Tassia. I love your name. Okay, so I'm just applying down some more. So where I've actually put the Zest-It, let me grab my Zest-It again. That does it just as well as a dry. So you don't actually need the Zest-It. Oh, you can't use them. Is it the feel of them, Kenny? Andrew doesn't like the feel of them either. Is that what it is? They actually make things a lot easier, you know. Just get your paper stumps. You got paper stumps? Oh, not sure how to do this. Okay, right. I'm in the zone now. So I'm going to grab a light grey, and I'm going to get a new one of these. I'm going to try one of those with the Zest-It, and I'm going to go beside this now before I put anything down. Okay, so I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to go really well, but it's never mind. We're just trying. We can always reprint. So I'm going to grab my other Q-tip, my clean one, and I'm going to push that into the side here, because we're going to get white in a minute, and we're going to blend out with the white. So we're just putting this in first. So then if we get our white, we can ease out those edges of grey. Well, it's not white, it's like a cream. Okay, so we're just we'll blend that together a bit. We'll try that. Okay, I'm winging it completely. Hey, Isolina. So we're just trying this for the minute, and welcome to something that is genuinely not anything special. I'm just having a go with something I've dreaded for the longest time. Okay, so we're just smushing at the moment. I'm going to try that with some of the pencil blender on that. There we go. Okay, so that's got the Zest-It solution, so the pencil blender solution, and I'm just going to kind of see if I can work with that a little bit. Oh, okay, this is alright. It's not as bad as I thought. You use your finger. Oh, I'm going to try that now. Oh, all these ideas you're giving me. Okay, so I'm going to get this bit as well. My chat's working for the minute, guys, just letting you know. Oh, you enjoyed it? Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? I was just watching earlier today the new Grinch. I haven't watched the new one. I like the old one. So I'll try it with my finger, Helly. Oh, that's a good idea as well. So all three work. They do work. Okay, so I'm going to go above this line here. Got my light grey again. Yeah, working chat. We got working chat again. Okay, so I'm going to go on the underneath of the nose, little carrot nose. So we're going to do the majority of the base actually with this. I'm not going to finish this off, I don't think, in my own time. I might. This is just an experiment. I'm actually going to go with my light grey on that second one. I've got it. I'm getting into the swing of things now. I'm going to come here with a bit. Now we need the white as well, because we've blended that out pretty well. Have you all got your Christmas shopping done, or your Christmas baking? Are you getting there? Hello, Amanda. Hiya, Wilson. Oh, Lozzie, I know. I'm going to have to eat my words about these things very shortly, aren't I? Am I going to have to admit that they're not actually as bad as I thought? Do you think we have to go with our towel between our legs? Is it one of those moments? Okay, we're going to push down some of this grey. We're just having a go and seeing how they are, really. I am actually so impressed with them. Okay, I'm going to put down some of this cream colour. I can't believe how much I'm actually enjoying smushing. That's the word of the day, smush. We're having a smush session. I'm enjoying this actually. Didn't think I would. There you go. I've dreaded them this long and I don't know why. They look scary. We have to convince our lovely Connie now, who is scared of them like I was. Do you think we can convince Connie? Do you think we can get her on board with smushing? I think she'll particularly enjoy these. Okay, my chat has frozen again, just to let you know. It will fly and I'll probably miss comments, but I think our YouTube is being a bit of a bar humbug today. Okay, so I'm going to put this cream colour and I'm going to bring it all in and on the underneath here as well and on here. So this is going to be our base. We're going to put in some more contrast, but we're just getting our base going. So we're going to get a Q-tip and we're going to put that into our blend it. If your page looks wet initially, it dries, so don't worry. And there we go, we've put some of that down. That's just got to dry. Right, let's get a bit of a contrast in blue now. I'm going to just go on the end of my Q-tip there, and this colour is just called blue. So I'm just going to grab some of that one and I'm going to try seeing if I can put a bit more contrast. So a bit more blue on the parts that should be dark. Definitely got a frozen chat, guys, so I'm so sorry. I'm just going to be talking to myself for a bit. So I'm going to put a bit more down. I'm not worrying if I'm going out of the lines for a minute. Let's try that. Okay, I am going to just go straight in for a minute. And I'm just going to put a little bit more of a on the edge, just like that. And again, I'm going to bring in my smushy tool, which is good old stuff that you have in your cosmetics, and I'm going to smush on down and just make a bit more contrast like that. Okay, before we do anything else there, let's do his little orange nose. So first off, I'm going to use orange, so it's just classed as orange. This one is a yellow orange, so we'll use orange first. So I'm just going to bring some of that in, so just along the bottom of that nose, and then we'll get our yellow orange. This is the Pentel set, if you're wondering, and I have never used them. I've possessed them for a long time. They've been in my possession. Okay, I'm just going to switch between top chat, live chat, see if that works. There we go, let's try that. No, still not working. Okay, let's try again. Nope. Nope, my chat is completely frozen. Okay, then I'm going to grab another Q-tip. Although we call them cotton buds, I do call them Q-tips quite often because most of you are in the US, and I try to keep within most the terminology of what you guys use rather than using too much of ours, although we know what the Q-tips are. Okay, and coming back to my orange. I need to try some prismas, which is what I'm going to do in a minute. So we're smushing the orange down. And this has got no zest-dip on there. And I'm going to keep the top. I think my chat's going to move. I don't know if it's going to move. I hope it does. It kind of showed a bit of an inkling that it wanted to then. And the yellowed orange, which I'm going to go to the other side with and try and keep that light. And then I might actually bring in a touch of red. So this one is scarlet, and this is just to make the orange a bit more obvious. Just like that. Like, can you see that? It just kind of works. Does that work? That works, doesn't it? Okay, so before I go on to anything else, let's just finish the body. So we've put in some of the light grey. Ah, thanks. Hiya, Devon. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Is my chat catching up? Okay, I think it might be. Oh, I'm not in the blind spot again. Okay, there we go. Right, so we're going to our light blue. And then on the underneath. What are you all up to? Like, are you doing your Christmas crafts? Are you doing some whips? Are you doing your advent? I'm trying to leave the advent purposely a few days, but I've left it a bit too long, not as intended. So I need to play major catch up. Okay, so I'm just keeping those colours in my hand. I don't actually need the orange yet at the moment. We just need the blues. I might put a bit more contrast in there very shortly, so I'll leave that aside. Let's do the blues more at the moment. So we're going to go for a smush around that whole edge of the light blue. Then I'm going to use the same colours, but I'm going to fill a little bit more of him with the blue on the body. So I don't usually do my snowman blue, but I thought I would with him because I need to see what I'm going to create with these oils, because they are my first time. Is there a media or anything to do with arts that you fear? These are my dread sticks. I call them the dread sticks. And my chat is still frozen, guys. I am so sorry. It is being ridiculous to you guys today. Right, we're going to pick up the light grey, and I'm just going to again place some of that into here. And I'm going to grab my stick that had the grey on it, and I'm just going to put that into the blue. Okay. I'm going to pick up now my white, which is more like a cream. I don't think it's white. And I'm going to put that in here. And I'm again going to pick my stick up that had the white end. And I'm just going to continue to put that into those blues. Now, because we have the scarf sitting, I'm going to pick up, I think I might do it in this colour. I'm going to pick up the colour Prussian Blue Light, and I'm just going to go on the underneath and flick it so that you would have a bit of a shadow. So again, I'm going to do it to this part and on the underneath of his little twiggy arm. Okay, I'll leave that there a minute. And I'm going to pick up a brand new Q-tip and very lightly going to smush that in. Now I'm going to try and keep that quite thick. I'm talking to you like I know what I'm doing, and I don't. I don't. I just talk you through what I'm doing. And I say, this one should come with a warning. Do not try this at home. I'm going to go back to my light grey a second because I just really need a little bit more in there. And I'm going to put that into that. one more time, just like that. Okay, down to this little bum bums, I'm going to bring in some of the blue, like that, and on his little belly bit here, and on the underneath of his top half. Then we're going to bring in the light blue. I'm just going to mix that in. Like that. I hope you guys, so I'm so sorry that I can't interact with you all. I really wish that my chat would sort itself out. So if you're watching this back on the recording, you'll be fine, but for me it's highly frustrating not being able to talk to people. I'm going to just try my finger a minute. My finger has too many oils, I think. Right, let me grab the end of that one. And I'm just going to get the white before I do anything else. I'm going to try not to push down too hard. There we go. Oops. And I'm going to just again continue to mix and see how I get on. Right, I'm going to get the end that's nice and plain. I'm going to mix that into my white because I kind of want the blue to muddle into my white a bit. Right, that bit's a bit too thick. I'm going to try now to get some of my, if you guys are talking, I'm so happy that you guys can speak amongst yourself, but if you're not, I'm so sorry for the chat being a bit playing up. I don't know what's happening. It happened to me yesterday as well. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that into the areas that has nothing. Just like that. Okay, let's get some of our light grey. Let's mix that out a bit. And that bit as well. Let's mix that out. Just grab some off the end. Okay. Now, his little foot. I won't do that as dark. So, we'll go for our light blue. Go on the underneath. Go for our grey at the side of it so we can mix that in. Just around. And then I'm going to get my end that has a bit of the pencil zesty. I'm trying to find the bit that's wet. That might help. Before we add the white, and I'm gonna blend that out a bit. Okay, so that's wet at the moment, mostly. I'm gonna grab some more blue, just add a touch. Okay, let me see if that will work yet. Nope. It's like doing a blind stream, isn't it? Terrible. Okay. I'm so sorry, everyone. Please don't fire any questions at me because I can't see a single comment. I'm going to get my blender again. Okay. And that is his little body with the base. So we are going to put some pencil on top of this in a moment. So his little twiggy arms, where did I put them there? Let's do his twiggy arms. Let's do white. Okay, so we need a light brown. Go for this one first. What is this one? This one is yellow grey. Let's see what that colour is. Okay, that will do. So I'm going to put some of that first. And then we'll layer up. So I'm going to get my stump for the minute. Clean it off a touch. Okay, let's go for the other end, that might help. Okay, this maybe needs a little bit more. Okay, then I'm going to grab, what colour is this? This colour is Van Dyke Brown. And I'm just going to add a touch more, like just like that. And hope for the best. I'm hoping for the best on all of this, by the way. You kind of got the theme of what I'm thinking here. This is so bizarre not being able to see you guys. I'm just going to put a bit of Van Dyke Brown on that. Okay, I've got a cloth here I can actually wipe off on somewhere. And then I am able to start again. Maybe not. Hold on, let me go grab a cloth. Need a cloth. There we go. Alright, so I think for his bow we're going to try some gold. We're going to be ambitious here. We're going to use yellow ochre all over, and I'm not doing this neat, I'm going to go literally the entire thing before we layer up. We're going to try and layer up a bit with these, so we're just going to go over the whole thing. There we go. And then I can try the other colours after. Right. I probably will miss bits, just by the way. Okay, right. Let's get our paper stump. Wipe off any excess of colour. And let's put it into our zesty and wet it back again. I'm going to smush out that yellow ochre. And then we're going to get other colours in on it. I actually really, I don't know about you guys, but I actually really dislike the sound of paper stump. I prefer the sound of cotton buds, to be honest, because I don't make much of it. Yet some people can't do the noise of those. These to me are much more like squeaky and on your page when you're trying to. I'm just popping that back in. Okay, so we're just really extending that out to it all, just like you would with your pencils, I suppose. But this is like playing with like a, I don't know, it's like playing with a crayon. It reminds me of like a crayon, but you're moving it around quite easy. It's not hard to move, to be honest. I'm quite surprised. Hi Kim, I can see you say hello, but I don't know how long ago you sent that, and the chat I cannot see anything after about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago was the last thing that I got. Okay, so we just smush. Oh, that noise. Just going to put a bit more. The more zest you have on there, the better it is. Okay, so we've got the yellow ochre down. Now we need to like build up some colour. So we're going to go for Van Dyke Brown. We need some black. We need like a mid-tone. Maybe we'll pick up what we just did. So I'm going to pick up that yellow grey. No, that's not going to work. Let's try brown. Let's try brown. Let's try brown. Don't forget, I am going to put try pencil on this very shortly. I'll do the snowman and I'll do the bow, and then we'll try some pencils on top. So we're just giving things a go. So we're just putting this like we would if we were to layer our pencils. And yeah, so far I'm actually okay with them. Like, I'm not finding them as daunting as I thought. Not sure if they're going to be a medium of choice that I'd use often, I'll admit. I love my pencils and my markers, but they're not as daunting. And actually for things like, oh, I don't know, I'm just trying to think, for big areas that you don't really want to have to sit and go through with pencil, this actually would be a great alternative to base with. So I can see the appeal, and I would totally do the appeal on that. Okay, let's get our stump nice and wet. Let's pull out some pigment. And don't forget, we can always dull this down with some more yellow ochre and white, so you can get both in on this action. Okay, so I'm gonna blend that out. I'm gonna wipe that off a bit. I'm gonna blend that out a bit more. Wipe off because there's just a bit too much I put down, but never mind. I'm learning. This is the first time I've used them, so not bad going for a first timer. This probably won't look anything like a gold, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go for our own type of, we're not going to call this gold, we're going to call this a yellow, whatever it is, a yellow mix. Okay, so we're going to put down a little bit more, wipe off, and then again wipe off. Right, so that's one colour blended in. Then we're going to pick up the Van Dyke brown now, which is the darker one. And we're going to try some of that. Now I'm not going to put as much. And then we're going to come back to a yellow of some kind. Maybe we'll pick up some of the yellow, not a yellow ochre, because we can layer up. We can layer. Right. Oh my gosh, it's flying. Hold on, guys. Hold on. It's just all of a sudden it went. Okay. I know chat's not, it's just not having. It's just not having. I can see some of you. I can see some of you. Right. So I'm going to push down some of that, or smush down some of that Van Dyke brown. Oh my goodness, it's actually allowing me to see some of you. Hello to those of you that came in. It is 10 minutes behind in chat. I'm so sorry. We don't usually have the buzzing sound, so I don't know what's going on. I'll have to check all the connections. I think it's just OBS and YouTube playing up. I'm pretty sure. If we have it again, we'll have to have a look. But we're just going to roll with it. Hiya, Molly. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about any technical issues today, guys. It's out of my control. Alright, let's get some yellow. So I'm going to put in yellow, and I'm going to layer up into the areas, but I'm going to use a Q-tip this time. Hi, that's well, I'm going to take that as the biggest compliment today, because this is the first time I've ever used these. So we're going to roll with anything that looks beyond hideous. Anything that's any far from hideous, I'm good with. So I'll take the compliment. If it's adorable, it's adorable. Okay, black. I'm not going to use much of this. I'll roll with anything beyond that. Okay, so I'm just literally going to bring out some of that black. I don't want to add too much because we'll do that with pencils. Right, so that is kind of like it's no, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. So just on the underneath, let's roll with some of that. Right, now let's see how the pencils work on top for the time being. So I'm just going to push aside those. Hiya Blue. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm the same, Della, I'm the same. I'm the host and I can't see the chat. How bad's that? Okay, let me get some blues, some greys. Let's grab those. Let's grab what greys? Oh, let's grab a cream. Let's get our French greys. Let's get a white and a black and a dusting brush. Okay, let's have a go with how nice the how nice the pencils go over the oil pastels. Right, let's have a go at that. I must buy myself some more backing. Oh, that's okay, as long as you're all okay. As long as you're all okay, that's all I care about. Okay, let's go for some powder blue. So this is not a tutorial today, this is just me facing my fear. Let's go for some blue violet lake. And then my darker tone will probably be, let's go for some china blue maybe. Let's try those. And then my greys will be, oh, that one's needs sharp again. My greys will be French. Let's go for a 50% as the darkest and a 20% maybe, do you think? Yeah, or no, we'll go for 10, 20. We'll go for a 20, right. 20. Okay. Oh, I'm not finishing this picture. This is just the play one. Right, let's go for this one first. So this one is blue violet lake. I'll see how I feel. I've got too many other things at the moment. Let's see how this feels over them and if it shows up. So I'm just going to see if it layers over and how it feels. Is it waxy? Does the oil and the wax blend together really well? Which by the sounds of it and by the looks of it, because you know when you can hear it smushy or if you can hear it going down, it's going down pretty well. Okay, so it's going down fine. I think if I did an entire picture with them, I think it would be fine. I don't think I'd have an issue with that. You will have some dust. I am having a little bit of residue, so I might just have to dust off. Don't do it with the hand, you'll smudge. So if you're going to do anything, you can do it with the palm slightly, but I'd get a brush and really give that a go, because I think you would have a problem with smudging, especially if you've done something really special, nothing what I've done here. But if you've done something special, you wouldn't want to smudge. Okay, so just like brush it away. Okay, let's grab our china blue for the moment. And let's just go for a deeper amount. We might need indigo. Okay. Let's just put that as a highlight. Right, let's grab some greys. So I'm going to get my 50% French grey. And I'm going to give that a go for the moment. I still can't see chat my end, guys, so I'm just going to talk to myself out loud. Or I'm talking to you, but I'm out loud, not being able to read your comments back. So if you're hearing it's something that you usually just come for the chat, I'm so sorry. Because I know some of you, you know, it's more for the hangout, and I apologise for YouTube's behaviour on behalf of them. But we're just going to have to blindly talk today. And I'll just talk to you out loud. Okay, so I'm just putting a touch more down. So this is the 50%. Then I'm going to go on over to my 20% French grey. I'm just going to blend out the 50 a bit. And then on the everywhere where I've gone, I'm just practically going to go back to that area. Now, if you like, one thing I'm gonna say, if you like layering up lots and you're trying to do that with the oil base, you're gonna have an issue there. Let me grab the powder blue, because where I'm trying to layer up more, it's starting to clump. So there's one problem. So if you're like me and you're a notorious layerer, and you love to do that, you're going to have to let go of that if you're using the oils, because look, can you see that crumble? That's the residue that I'm getting. So that's one thing I've just discovered. They don't want to layer up. They want to go on the page, they'll happily go down on your page, but they don't want to layer. And I'm not pressing hard, I'm pressing quite light. So there is a heck of a lot of residue at the moment. So I'm just layering around, and also don't go into another colour. So if I've gone into that colour, it's smudging that out. So avoid going into another colour you would have put down. Oh, that's okay, Chatty Lane. I know it is today. Okay, Samantha. I wish I was good. If you saw, on my community tab, I have just put up a beginner's guide for those of you that have begun, and it will give you some tips and tricks into what to look for when you first start. So Sam, if you don't mind me calling you Sam, if you don't like to, it's fine. Just let me know. But Sam, if you want to have a look at that, if you're just starting out and there's bits and bobs that you want to have a look at, like the things that we wish we'd known when we started colouring, it's none of it is too expensive. It's all sort of budget friendly, because yeah, you know, you don't want to spend an absolute fortune when you first start out. Okay, 1 second. Bear with me, I just need to grab another one. Right, so I need some oranges. I need, what do I need? I need an indigo blue. So I'm going to get one of those. Okay, perfect. So I just need to see what my neighbour's just messaged me. 1 second, guys. Sorry, 1 second. In her. 1 second, so sorry. I'm just messaging back about my neighbour. My other neighbour's just messaged me, because we all look after each other here. Feeling right, they're sad. Same, we spoke for 15 minutes yesterday. Okay, so sorry, I had to let her know. Right, I'm back. It's gonna be she won't phone, it's just they wanted to know what had happened. Alright, let's get my indigo, and then I'll get my... Okay, 1 second, Sam's phone, yes, thank you. Sherry, you told her... Mine has stopped again. Yeah, some of them they will do. It's going to be in and out. Right, indigo blue. So this is my darkest, and this is just going to be on the underneath of the hat. As I said, us here, we're all quite tight knit. It's like a community. We're like in a court where I live, and we all look out for each other, and we all meet up in, well, we haven't this year, but before coronavirus, in the houses I used to go in for an hour, have a cup of tea, chat, I was only talking to her yesterday and she gave me a card. It was just so strange. Never mind. Never mind. I won't bash on. But yeah, my other neighbour just wanted to know how it happened. Right, let's get some cream. So I'm going to go for 914 cream. And I'm going to put that into the white into the grey. So from the edge of the grey into that white area. And if I smudge anything, like there's a little smudge, I'm going to just smudge that out with my pencil blender, and it goes. Right. So just dust it down. And the same as on the underneath. Like that. Right, next up, let's go for some oranges and try his nose. So first off, I'm going to pick up the colour Mineral Orange. The darkest will be Pumpkin Orange and the lightest will be Spanish Orange. Yeah. Okay. So let's go from dark to light. So I'm going to pick up my Pumpkin Orange, and I'm just literally going to go from where we put our red and our dark orange in there, and we're just going to bring the details up. So just like that. Then we're going to get our Mineral Orange, and off the edge we're just going to again shade a bit. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Your chat's working. Mine is in and out at the moment, but it was not for 10 minutes. And then Spanish Orange, which is more of a yellowy orange, and it fits what we had earlier. Now if you need to do anything more to the dark area, I'm just gonna see if this works. It might not, but if you want to try your oil pastels and you are as bad as me, go and give them a go. I am terrible in saying that they were a big fear of mine. And I'm going to grab myself Crimson Red, and I'm going to go again on the underneath, just like that. So his nose, I think that's all that really needs doing to that. We're going to get our cream for the top. And that is practically all I will do to that. Hi, Chica. I don't know how long ago you said that. Hello, my love. I'm so sorry about the chat. Okay, let's head to this part of the body. Now, we're going to outline in a minute, but let's head to the next part. So we're just going to do the body for the moment and see how that all comes out. So let's take if you've got any residue, just be careful your nail varnish, just roll it off. You can pick it off, and it has got a very waxy, oily feel, if that makes sense. Like, you know, if you were to fill a candle after it's all burnt out where the wax has been, that's what that feels like. Okay, let's go for indigo blue. Oh, I know, Mona. I'm so sorry. To those of you that have joined us, there's a lot of people here and I cannot speak to you. I'm so terribly sorry. Okay, so if you are here and you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying oil pastels, the Pentel oil pastels for the first time, and I have absolutely no idea what I am doing. I am winging this entirely, hence why it's called a play stream. And then we're going to go for Blue Violet Lake, and this is all as well because it is Dread December, and Dread December has pushed me well out of my comfort zone, and I am tackling something that I have had in my collection and I have not known how to use for a very long time now. And maybe you can too. There is a hashtag if Shannon shares a hashtag for it, so join in. Okay, and then the powder blue. So we're just literally gonna blend out a bit of the oil pastels. Okay, and grab the brush. Let's get our 20% French grey, and we'll do maybe a PDF, Christmas PDF giveaway with a Colouring Chicks image on Tuesday, if you wanted to join in. And that's on our Tinsel Tuesdays, by the way. Okay, then just with the black, so I've just got my poly. Polys work better. So we're just gonna put on the underneath a little bit. So just under these little twiggy arms here. So cute. And then that's going to be whited out. Should we try the white out? Right, so I'm just going to mute you for a second so you don't have the shaky. Okay, so I just got a posca, and I just want to wipe all those black lines for a minute just to see how that will look against that gorgeous blue. So you know the snowman edge, outer edge, I don't particularly want that. Okay, who has owned oil pastels and has been like me and not used them? I'm just wondering, even if you're watching this back, if that's you, have you been one of those criminals like I have? I've been an offender. I've offended. I've not used a material that I've had for so long. Okay, so let's go for his little fitting there. Alright, then we'll go for the bottom area in a minute. And we're going to do that with a bit more grey. There we go. Alright. That looks better, doesn't it? When it's, I'll go again after. Right, that's fine. What about his nose? So we'll take out on his nose as well. And then I'm just going to put on the nose like a little tiny thing. And then I'm just going to give him a bit extra sparkle in his eye. Just like that. So if you do eyes as well, you can give them a little sparkle. They'll like you for it. Should we give him some rosy cheeks? Should give him a bit of a rosy cheek. Okay. I'm going to grab that before I do anything else. I'm going to put some of the pink. I'm going to do this in an oil pastel. And I'm very, very lightly just going to go over like by his cheeks. So we can put this in because it will smush down. So just like that. And then we're going to grab our Q-tip. Thank you. I think you said that now. I don't know if that came through too late, but thank you. And then we're going to grab this one. And just give him a couple of little rosy cheeks. If I want to add a bit more, we'll go to the Rose Madder. Let's put a little bit more at the top. And whoopsie, we're gonna smush that out. And then what you can do with your pencils is just add to it if you want to. But I think his rosy cheeks are fine, just pastels. I don't think we need to add anything else. Alright. So they're not as daunting as I thought. So that's the overall prediction so far, is that they're actually not too bad. So don't fear them. Or do fear them, but don't worry when you go to use them. Okay, I'm just going to grab blush pink. And and I'm just going to blend that out a touch, just to be a tad more controlled. Alright, and then we'll just do that bottom half, and then we'll call it a stream for today. And we've done an overall prediction of these, of not, you know, they're not been bad. So we're not doing, as I said at the beginning, we're not doing an entire picture today. It was just to play with some oil pastels. Right, so we've used these so far, and we've only used a select few colours. It is. Thank you very much. Okay, let's do the bottom. So we're going to go for our indigo blue in the prismas. I'm just using prismas for the moment because they were the nearest thing, because I've got them, I don't know if I show you here, I've got them like in a tray there, so it's easier for me just while I'm streaming with this stream instead of getting everything out. So I'm going to go with the indigo blue, and I'm going to try and blend out a bit. So we're going to do some greys at the bottom here, but I just want to put the blue sections in first. So especially on the under bit here, his little belly, and then his feet. Right, so that's just going to be the indigo, and we might just come off of that slightly. Again, don't put too much pressure by the looks of it. So I'm learning that they don't like too much pressure on your pencil because they start to peel away. Blue Violet Lake. So my lesson with these is don't push down too hard, because you'll get a heck of a lot of a residue. So it's a bit like, it reminds me a lot like wax off of a candlestick when you've melted and you've got that residue left after you've melted it. That's what this is reminding me of. It's like that residue of wax, even though they're oil, but you're putting the wax on top, so it's kind of mixing them together. Polychromos would probably work better on this. I might have to give that a go. I might have to try the polys. Shall I get the polys out and try that on the bow? I'm pretty sure he might need sealing, but to be honest, he might. Yeah, I'd say so, because look, can you see that? I'd say yes. I think we need some fixative on him for sure. If I do that on there, yeah, I'm getting some residue. So yeah. But if you don't plan on doing anything with them and they're going in a plastic sleeve on their own, I wouldn't say so. Hi, Kathy. I'm so sorry, honey, if I'm staying that late. Hopefully I'm not. And those of you watching this back, thank you for sticking with me. I am trying a new media. And those of you here, even with YouTube being horrible to you. Okay, so we just got the Blue Violet Lake. I was lurking in yours, Emily, but I had the bad news, so I'm so sorry I couldn't be in that. You got your I am so behind with my advent. Who's caught up with their advents? Who's behind on their advents? Who can confess? Okay, gonna go for some 50% French grey. Whoops. Who's caught up with it? Who's abandoned theirs? If you abandoned yours, I haven't abandoned it. I'm just behind. I think I've got 4 days to do. I don't know, maybe 5. Okay, so we're going for this colour. Okay, then we're going to go for 20% French grey, and I'm going to have to just turn ever so slightly. Whoops, you abandoned yours. Yeah, I'm behind. But the impromptu ones are fun. I miss doing them. Because Isabel, bless her, she's done so much in the week with the what with work, and then she's doing that amazing guest calendar. If you've been watching those, the Advent guest calendar on the Passionista Coloristas YouTube channel, she's been doing so much. She needs a break. She's been entertaining the colouring community all week with those wonderful videos every day. Yeah, see, just to give you a little, can you see that? There is a residue. It's it thickens up. So just bear that in mind. You're not doing an advent rebel. I've really wanted to do one, and I started with such good intentions, and I was even 2 days ahead, and then I've just fallen behind, and I'm like, fiddlesticks. Oh, it's 1 second, you're gonna out of focus. Hello, those of you that have joined us. So sorry about that. Whoops. And you're back. Okay, so we're gonna go for our cream. And I'm going to put the cream in here as well. We're going to go for the cream in that little foot of his. And again, just to let you know, look, this is happening when you have layering on top of oil pastels, just to let you know. So don't push down too hard. I mean, I'm going lightly and I'm getting a residue. So grab your stick, your brush stick. You're doing today's. Ellie, I think it's such a busy time of year. So if you haven't started an advent, don't worry by now. But if you have, we've got a catch-up session to do. Seriously. Alright, so that's how his body's mostly going to look. We've got to put a tiny bit of black in there. But that's not bad for a first timer. Again, I'm just going to mute while I shake. This is my first time using pastels, so not too bad. There we go. And then we're going to take out the black lines, because the snowman wouldn't have a black line. You can keep it, of course you can. But I just think it would be a bit more effective if you take out those black lines. Again, take your time on this section if you're doing it on your own. I'm just trying to be quick. I'll go over them again, you know. You can get a thicker one. If you've got a thicker nib, it actually probably work a little bit better. So if you've got the nib 3, or I'm just thinking 3 would do it. 3. I've got number 1 here. So your nib will be at the side here, and it will tell you which thickness of your posca you've got. I always use 1 or 0.7. But you can use paint, you can use gouache. Gouache would be a really good alternative actually. If you've got some gouache in your collection, white gouache, so it's by Winsor and Newton. That would be a really good alternative, or white acrylic paint. So I'm just quickly doing this like to be quick whilst I'm on stream, but see how much more effective that looks when you have a bit of white in there. And whilst, because this is acrylic paint, it does keep wet for like all of about 10 seconds, so you can actually just move it. So it's not actually too bad. Let's just do his little pink tongue with our pencils. And I'm just going to try polychromos on that. And I'll tell you the difference between the polys and the prismas on it by just my experience in this one little stream of trying them for the first time. Okay, let's go for some peach. Just Prisma Peach. And the side of his mouth, I just realised. So we've got this little side bit. We're going to grab our 50% French Grey. We're going to grab our Blue Violet Lake. And our Powder Blue. Oh, 1 second. Oh, thank you. Let me put you on live chat. I think the chat's working. Don't talk too soon. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mona. Glad you like our little fella. Okay, let's get ourselves some henna. Let's get some henna. Henna's one of my favourite colours. So let's put some henna in on him. And let's put a tiny bit of light peach. Yeah, why not? Light peach will do to blend that out. So just a cutie pie. Right, a bit more henna, just straight down the middle, like that. Right, shall we try some polys? Hi Katrina, hi Malik. Oh my gosh, I am not the one to follow on this, but thank you so much for your confidence in me, Marilyn. That's so sweet. Okay, so we're just getting our, like that. Right. Oh look, what colour should we do? Is it eyebrow? Should we do them dark blue? Let's grab our indigo. How cute are they? Let's grab indigo. And back to your powder. Oops, I'm throwing pencils here. Back to your powder blue on the ends. And if you want to give them a bit of a shadow, grab the 50% French grey and just go on the underneath and extend so they've got a little bit of shadowing. Just like that. And I'm just going to put, this is the 50% French grey. I'm just going to put them around so you've got a little bit of extra. Right, with your black, before we do that Polychromos bow, with the black, you know you've got the fur here. I'm just going to go on the underneath a bit, just to make sure you've got a little bit extra of the shadow, because the fur will be in whatever colour we decide to do it. Let's put some extras. So it's going to have these little, this is just a black poly, like that. Right, let's grab our polys. Let's grab the polys. Let's see how the polys act on that, and I'll tell you what I prefer. Ah, no, thank you. You got to thank Shannon for this. If she hadn't done the Dread December, I would never have picked them up. Oh, just to show you, I bought some new stencils. Whoops. So, don't know if you can see this one. This one is like Christmas baubles. You all inspire me, all of you, every single one of you when I look at your things. This one is cupcakes and lollipops. This one is just joy, love and peace. Can you see that? This one is like a script. This one is realistic clouds, and if you're going to ask me where I got them from, that's the name of the Facebook group. It's called Silhouette Designs, and she does do worldwide shipping. And this one I wanted for the bobbly texture because that goes on certain drawings really nicely. So I just wanted to show you those as well. Right, let's grab polys and let's have a quick go at those. Right, let's have a quick go. Let's have a go. Oh, I know. Okay. Let's try our gold bow. And I'm going to pick up my Polychromos by Faber-Castell. Again, I'm going to assume some people are new to the hobby. And if you are new to the hobby, Faber-Castell Polychromos are up there as one of the like top rated pencils. So they're very, very good. Very good. Right, so I'm going to pick up, right, just so if you're not aware, there are people that are new. One here is this is an old Prismacolor, so if you see me using that, it was just the one that was made in the US. So they look like this. Prismacolors look like this. Polychromos are this one here. So again, the whole entire length of the pencil look exactly with the desired colour, so whatever the colour is, they're quite close. I think they are. Same with the Prismas, they're quite close. Even though you swatched them out, I'd say they're very close to what they actually come out like. So if you are new, that's, you know, if you see them, you're thinking which ones are they. These are oil based, these are oil pastels, so I'm hoping they activate well together and work really well. These are wax based Prismas, and these are oil based, so again they're like opposite sides. So I'm going to come down to here and I'm going to use light yellow ochre in polys. I've got to get this right now, and I'm just going to see how that works without anything. And these seem like they don't leave as much residue but still have some. I'm just giving a little go. Right, Let's grab a brown first before I blend. That's going to be my blend out colour. So I'm going to pick up burnt sienna first. So this is burnt sienna in Faber-Castell polys, and these feel much better straight away. So if I do oils again, I am going to use an oil pencil. So I will use polys with these in the future. It's just because I had Prismas beside me. And I've never used these before. Never. Okay, so burnt sienna. And I'm just going to come straight on over our pastels. And down. Again, same here. Like that. So they work really well. Really well. So I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing. So again, burnt sienna. We still got to do all the blending out yet. And we still got to do our posca work on it. So don't worry too much at this point of how you think. You have to go for an ugly duckling stage. Let's go for some burnt umber again. Polychromo. And this will be the darker colour that you're going to use apart from black. And I'm just going to smush that into the burnt sienna. Now you can also use your Zest-It blender on this, I believe. So do you want me to try that? Do you want me to try the Zest-It on top of the pencil? And it will blend into those oils. So we can have a quick go at that. So we'll have a little go. We'll have a little play. So there is a tiny bit of residue, but hardly any with this set of pencils. Right, let's go for the Zest-It then. So grab your pencil stump, wipe off from before, and then I'm going to, oh that's fine, I've still gone ahead. Doesn't matter. Right, let's try the pencil blender Zest-It. So this is a solution for those of you that are coming in. So we're using and trying the pencil blend. It used for coloured pencils, wax pencils and oil pastels. So everything we've got on our page can be done with this. Everything. Right, I think we're buffering. Right, that's fine, we're back. Every single thing on our page can be used with Zest-It. We have got oil pastels, we've got wax pencils and wax pastels. Sorry. Wax pencils, oil pastels, oil pencils. That's it. So we've got all three of which it's desired to be for. So we're going to have a go because that's what we're supposed to be here for, a play stream. And then by me trying these things out as well, if you're like me and you wasn't sure, we'll find it out. Okay, so that works okay, works well. It's moving it around, but it's gone quite dark, so I need to lighten that up. So if I need to, that's fine. Just making sure it's dry. If we need to lighten this up, we might have to put a light colour on here. So I'm just blending that out a bit. But it works, we know it works, so that's a good thing. Right, so we'll do the effects with the Posca, which will help. Let's go for a very light yellow, and I'm going to pick up light chrome yellow, and we're going to put that in, and we're going to tone that right down with a lighter one. But we've still got our Posca to use, and we'll put our highlights and stuff in. Right, if you want a shadow now, get your black. So let's get our black. And let's put in a few. This is not gold, by the way. I don't know what colour this is. It's like brownie. So we're going to put black for some contrast. I still can't see your chat. I'm so sorry. Yeah, anything is linked, just copy the name from my link into your Amazon. I'm in the UK, so I generally use UK links. But it's all there for you. The chat's not working properly, so the mods are having a day off, bless them. So just put the name of what I've linked into your one. Just copy and paste it. That's what I generally do. Ah, hi Shy. There, you got it wrong again. Okay, Posca, I'm just going to mute you again for a minute. Okay, gonna go for this. This is a Posca paint pen. Again, I'm gonna assume, in case there's newbies, and I'm gonna just put a stitched line along the line that was already existing. So there's one here and it kind of goes all the way down. I've ignored it for a reason, because I'm going to do it as a stitched bow. So let's do some stitching. And I do that on this part and this part. There we go. And then I'm just going to do like a, and then again, if you want to take out, yeah, these are relatively budget friendly. I actually got mine in a sale for £3 on a Black Friday. They're roughly about £8 at the moment, which is probably about $10. But they're still really cheap. You get 50 in a pack. Let me show you. So this is the set. It's 50 in a pack of Pentel Art oil pastels, and nice and budget friendly for you. So none of that like, oh no, way too hard to afford. Obviously there are, the more money you want to spend, you can go down a whole route of spending a lot of money on them. But you don't have to. They are relatively cheap, I think, anyway. And that is how that looks. Right, so that is with the polys. Let me show you up close. Right, so that's all oil pastels and Prismas, and this is oil pastels and polys. Now honestly, first time, I am not as daunted. I think they work really, really well. As I said, just because I'm so much of a stickler when it comes to control, I find it hard to let go of control. So like coloured pencil control is like nice for me to be able to do. However, I think that's quite nice. Shall we just very quickly before I go, shall we just quickly try using the brush for some pastels? And I just need to decide what colour I want to do his hat, gloves and scarf. Should we do them in traditional colours? Like, trying to think, what colour should we do them? Browns? This is in the description. It is from Mariolas Birgette. It's the Snowman collection. Let me just copy and paste that to you. I've got it in my on my computer. Hold on. Copy and paste. Okay. Hopefully it'll come through to you. Okay, there you go. There you are. That's in the chat, so hopefully it comes through to you. Right, so I'm just trying to think. Should we do this beiges? So let's have a look at our colour selection. So I'm just thinking what would look really good on him, because I'm going to assume it's a little guy. It looks, unless we give it eyelashes. Thank you, Kenny. Or we do traditionals and do greens and reds. We'll do greens and reds, yeah? Should we do that? I do the red in the middle and the greens here and here. Right, let's try that. Thank you. I'm so enjoying him. I've actually got into it. It's taken my mind off stuff. Okay, let's go for... I'm trying to decide. Should we do the present then? Red. Should we do red? Yeah, we do red. I'll go for red. Let's go for a dark red first. Right. I'm only going to try just very quickly. We'll do the bobble at the top and we'll go for red. And what's good with reds is like a dark red, like this is dark carmine. That would be a good one. and then we can use vermilion as well. So we've got our 3, whoopsie. So these are the 3 I'm going to try out. Again, remember, this is the first time I've used them. You are my witnesses. You are my witnesses. Okay, so remember, I've dabbed some pencil blend it stuff into this. I think it's still wet. Yeah, still wet. Okay, so let's go for, I'm going to go for the bobble. The bobble hat top bit, this part, okay? So I'm going to first off start with the dark. So my first one is going to be dark carmine. And I'm only going to go in little short, sharp strokes around the edges. Right, let's do that. You guys have the patience of saints, I'm telling you, with YouTube today. Right, so that's going to be the outer edge. Let's try smushing first before we do anything else. So we're going to go for, this has got the pencil zesty on there, and this is just a small, really cheap paintbrush. And I just want to see if all tools then I've tried pencil stumps, and I've tried, oh, this is actually nicer. I've tried Q-tips, and now I'm trying a paintbrush, which out of all 3, I think I'm going to say so far this is probably my favourite. I feel like I've got more control. Big thumbs up. I like the Q-tips as well. This is first. I think Q-tips are close second. Okay, see how nice that. Right, I'm not going to go for the middle one actually. I'm just going to go straight for Pale Vermilion, because we can always put the other one in very shortly. So let's put all around the edge, just all around like that. And again, just making sure I've got enough blending fluid on my, I'm just going to blend outwards. Again, just going to push on. Thank you, my loves. See, even when the chat's playing up, the mods are just bang on things. Okay. Right, so if you want that middle tone, now would be the time to do it. I'm just going to go in the middle with that, because that will blend together. But you see this, the only thing is with this, you really do have to have a good amount of fluid on your brush, otherwise it's not going to move it. Okay, so into the middle with your lightest tone, and I'm just going to very lightly put that straight on over. Just like that. So good amount of fluid, and then we will put pencil, and I think I'll use polys over that. So I'm not going to go right to the edges, because the edges I can't get in. Thank you, hun. Okay, so I'm going to just put the medium tone around like that, and try that. There we go. And this doesn't feel like it says oily when you've done it this way. I think it takes the oil mostly off, but we'll see how that dries. Okay, so just like that for the minute, let's let that dry before we try anything else, and then we're nearly done for today. I'm just going to grab my charger, guys. So 2 minutes, I'm just going to put your screen on where it goes to the music just for a minute while I grab my charger, because otherwise I can't see your chat. Okay, I'm back. I'm just waiting for my chat to come on. Right, okay. Take care, Ria. Good night. Right, so we're done with the pastels for today. I'm going to grab me some reds with you. And I'm going to do that in the polys again. And then we're done for today. And I can't thank you enough for persevering with YouTube today. Okay, let's grab ourselves the colours dark red. Let's get physical. No, we don't. Deep scarlet. Light cadmium red. We'll try those three. Okay, so let's start off with our darkest colour first. Let's see how that goes. I'm just going to bring you down ever so slightly. Right, just a slight, so you can see the overall picture. So this one is dark red in 225, and we're going to try and match it all. See, these go on so good. Right, big, big, big thumbs up. Polys on top of these, perfect. And then we're going to get a red posca to this and take out those black lines. Okay, so we're just going to... Now you can fluff this out even, you know. You don't have to stick to the rules of this because it's meant to be fluffy, isn't it? So lots of little lines would do really well. Ooh, I'm loving this actually. I can try and finish him because why not? But it won't be today. I want to do the advent later over propped up on the sofa with a lot of cushions. Anyone else do that? Hey Anna honey. Oh, you're so cute. I'm really liking the cheeky little designs that people are putting out this year are adorable. Okay, let's go for deep scarlet red again, polychromate. So we just use dark red. This is deep scarlet. We'll do some fluffing out with a posca very shortly. Okay, let's put that into here. So I'm not going to worry about doing too much of highlight in this bubble because, well, you can get, if you've got a Holbein white, that would work amazingly. Yeah, but you've had the patience of saints today, all of you with YouTube. Thank you so much for that. I know it can be frustrating. So it is a red, as you can see. I'm doing them now, but the oil pastels, I'd have to sharpen them. Okay, let's do... Right, next colour, lightest colour would be light cadmium red. So I'm just going to turn you ever so slightly. And we're going to blend that into the middle. And we're going to get our white to see if a white would work for a highlight. So again, any residue that you get, just flick it away with your brush. Do not do it with palm, you'll just smudge your page. It's not going to be worth all that effort you've just put yourself through. And I'll show you what this pack comes with. So you've got these looking both left and right. Hold on, let's get our white. So this is just a Prismacolor white, and I just want to see, oh it will. So if you wanted to do some highlights, like if you wanted to put, can you see that? So it does, just wondering if it would, but it does. So if you wanted to put a little highlight in there, you could. I'm going to just take that one away because I didn't want it there. I was just testing it out. So you can put with a white pencil a highlight if you wanted to and you didn't want it in Posca. However, you can grab, I'll show you two ways. You can grab a Posca and you can do like a, you can do it in white if you want to. Like if you, this is entirely up to you, and then go over it in red after. So we'll do that because I've started it now. So we'll do it in the white. And then we'll go over with some red pencil when it's dry, but you have to wait till it dries. So you don't have to, remember it goes in all different directions, so don't keep it uniformed. Just all over the place. Right, wait for that to dry, and then we'll go over in red. But it has to be completely dry. it has to be completely dry. But in this pack, just to show you, you get this as well. And what these are little images for you to colour, and you can cut out and put on cards. You can make your own card up with this. You can make paper clips up if you wanted to do this. Print it off twice, do the back in, and make little Christmas paper clips up, which I was tempted to do, but I've just not got the time this year. So this is a really nice selection. It's called the Snowman collection. She's got a couple, so she's got 2 snowmen different types, and she's got another one. So go and have a look on her Etsy store. It's Mariolas Birgette. I've put it in the description. And I'm just going to get my lightest red, and I'm going to go over that white, and it's going to show up the lighter red against that dark bit. And you can even just come out, you know. So just go over it all very lightly on the side of your pencil. Again, wipe your pencil off if it has any residue. And just literally come outwards like you would if you had a fluffy bauble on your top of your hat as well. So just going over the top of that with some of the white. And then you can extend it if you want, so just get your pencil and fluff it right out. Add some more. Have a sharp pencil and just do the same, and do it until you're happy with it. Remember, it's not for anyone else, it's just for your enjoyment, so do it to how you desire that. That is totally an individual thing. You can fluff it right up. Or you don't have to do this part at all. So you can just, it's supposed to be fuzzy and not harsh, remember. So not too heavy handed. And then just again, just wipe. And that is how I do the fluff on there. So Norris, hi Ian. Ian is Honor's partner. There you go. So it's just fluffy, and then if you want to go over that again, wait for it to dry and do it again, and I'll have to just match that up, but I'll take my time on that. So yeah, that's how I'm going to finish today's stream. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing. Now we're going to be back on Tuesday, and it's going to be our Colouring Chicks image. Whoopsie, what have I just dropped? Yeah, paper clips would be cute. So you get a pack of them, and they're well worth the money. So if I come up, that's what I've managed to achieve for my first try. First try! Oh, it was honestly how long I have dreaded these things, and it actually wasn't as bad as I imagined. I had this whole bad scenario in my brain that this would be an awful attempt. I'd be throwing it out the window and all sorts. It didn't work out that way. So that is our little Norris. We're going to call him then Norris. I will finish him off another day. It is not going to be today for sure. So don't look on Instagram today. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I've really enjoyed him. Mango oil pastels. They're the best. I'll have to look into them when I get more confident. I have to use what I've got first and try and see how I get on. There is a set of Paul Rubin macaroon colours, which are all pastel type of colours. But yes, I'll try more and explore more as I grow in confidence. But this was the first time, and honestly, I've really enjoyed them. I think they're lovely. So I'm going to love you and leave you for today, and encourage you to go try something that you dread as well. So all the links to the Craftmas, the channel. So Shannon's here in chat, and she's been doing Craftmas, and as I said, if you've not seen them, you can make different things. So I've been really enjoying making these up, so cards, and you know, there's other projects, many projects, so I've been really enjoying doing those. So that's another little thing for you to get stuck into. And like these envelopes as well, these are called policy envelopes, and you can stick stuff in them, and I'm going to use these for like Happy Mail for the channels and stuff, and you obviously peel that back and shut that down. And I've made a larger one from her video, so I'm so happy. But thank you for joining me today, and I'm so sorry for those of you that wanted to come for the chat and the chat was playing you all up. Thank you so much. Rebel, honestly, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. That's what I said. I'm not streaming. It takes your mind off stuff being around mates anyway, even if it was something that, you know, it always does. Yes, thank you to the mods, even though they persevered with the chat. And you all have a good weekend. Yeah, you too. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you Tuesday, and hopefully YouTube's not playing up then. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and have an amazing weekend, whatever you're doing. If you're doing something festive or arty, you have an amazing weekend, guys. Take care. Lots of love for now. See you in the next stream. Bye.